Okay, good evening, guys. Welcome to the day 3 of the MUIDS League of Legends House Tournament of 2021. Today, we'll begin with the first game of the semi-final elimination round between the Olympians and the Berserkers. So, first off, uh, the Olympians has already banned Darius, as well as Kaiser ban coming off from the Berserkers. Please be noted that which team, if the team is losing, and it turns out that one team has already lost 2 games, it will automatically be in the third place, and the winners are going to be in the finals with Phoenix. As I speak, Yone and Ash has already been banned. I'm pretty ADC ban focus here on from the Berserker side. 2 brothers banned from the mid lane, Yone and Yasuo. A really hyper carry if you could play them quite well. But if you're not able to play them well, I mean, as we know the memes, it's the cancer pick. The Olympians are going to start picking. Maybe looks for LeBlanc. That could be Tristana, possibly ADC, but it flex into the mid lane.
Meanwhile, Berserkers has chose Zed as their mid lane. And they're hovering over Amumu.
Pretty questionable pick from Berserkers, because Amumu recently, if you guys know, for the last couple patches, he have been quite heavily nerfed because of the his W, and as well as the Sunfire Cape. Sunfire Aegis, season 11 items now, has been nerfed. The damage output of Amumu is now quite lower than the preseason, and his win rate has been quite dropping statistically. But now we have Shaco and hovering Annie for the Olympians, and it looks like going to be Annie mid and Shaco jungle, or any support can also flex.
Yep, AP Chaco can be played as the support. Meanwhile, Irelia has been picked as the top lane for Berserkers.
Now we're in the second ban phase, starting with the the Berserkers are going to start to ban the last 2 champions. Maybe focusing on the support bans now, because there's only support and maybe top lane left. Another support ban, Morgana, from Olympians.
You can see the Berserkers are heavily focused on the bot side of the map, as they have already banned 2 AD carries and 2 support. And now Nautilus has also been banned by Berserkers.
Right. Expect, yep, an ADC ban from the Olympians. I do expect the Berserker's support to play another Thresh, because it seems like he is enjoying that champion, because he's been playing only Thresh and throughout the entire tournament.
Yep, even an AD Thresh from yesterday's game.
An interesting Saya pick over here from Curtin Call from the Berserkers. Maybe they could look for Isaiah Rakan combo. Meanwhile, Wukong is going to be picked for maybe potentially the top lane, which most likely it would be. gonna be at least the support for the Olympians. Ooh, it's gonna be Rel, the new support from the Berserkers.
Very interesting decision by Berserkers, I must say.
Yes, indeed, because as we know that Aurelia is not quite tanky when it comes to team fighting, so picking up Rel is a really good choice for the team compositions for the Berserkers. Rel as the new support champion, she's quite tanky, a lot of CC, but if her ADC is dead first, she's already going to be the dead meat in the team fights because she would have the move speed reduction when she is in the armor form, and when receiving damage, she will receive a MS speed reduction. As usual, guys, there will be a 3-minute delays because we are in the spectator mode. Looking forward to this match because it's a elimination round. Either one of these teams could be ended up in the third place or even first place if they could win against the Phoenix in tomorrow's game. And yeah, in the next 2 minutes, please hang out. Please hang on with us. We'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, we're now into the game one of the semifinals elimination round between the Olympians and the Berserkers.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It looks like from the runes that I can see, Flapjack's playing Shaco, taking Hail Blades. I expect there's going to be a Shaco AD up in this competition between the junglers. Amumu is going to be a hard engaged tank as well as Rel. Dance and emotes coming in the bot lane. Nothing much. No one's invading.
Minions have spawned.
Both junglers are going to start their top side clear. Shaco taking blue and the Amumu taking red. A little bit of trade going on in the top lane. What even trade there? In the top lane flashes away.
Going in.
Ignite from the Wukong. Not really quite worth it from the Aurelia. Should have waited for the 5th stack and just go on short trades. But oh, it's gonna be first blood coming in from Wukong. Level 2 advantage. Nothing to do about it, honestly. I do think that I really disrespect the early game Wukong damage a little bit over there. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Nice damage coming out from Zed from the Berserker side, and he's down 50% health. It's quite interesting to see that they have for the Berserkers they have quite a lot of team fight orientated team comp, which Aurelia could use her ult, but meanwhile Mumu is going to be dead, as well as the Shaco. Mastery 7 emote came up, but got punished embarrassingly. That's why you don't BM, kids. Good Sunland from the Aurelia. The damage output come in. Maybe a possible chase. No flash, so wouldn't be able to get it. A lot of damage coming off from Zep to the Annie. Not having a good time in the mid lane for the Olympians. Good trades, good plays there from the Berserkers. As you can see that the Zed also got his double buff from killing the Shaco. It's gonna help out a lot in the laning phase in this early stage of the game. Oh, almost there. This will be W Ignite. Managed to survive. A clean play from Zed in the Berserkers team. Say that the Berserkers stepping up the game quite a bit. Vastly different from the yesterday's game. And I do think that Berserkers still have the potential to get into the finals. Again, a good poke from the Z, utilizing the full potential of the electrocute damage. Seems like Alistair was looking for a fight, but not going to happen. When playing support, it's really important to walk parallel to your ADC, but now it looks like Annie's gonna die from the Z ult. Wow, really good damage from Z over there, killing Annie in just seconds without even losing much health. And he didn't even have spells to use too. Really good plays there from Zed. Engage from Alistair. And get stunned there, Zaya. Ooh, almost dead by the Alistair there. Zaya has to flash away from the Tristana. Not dead yet, but it's not looking too good for the bot lane of Berserkers, as the Tristana is still at full health. Ignite and ult's coming off from, ooh, misses ult. And a flash. Quite a burning resources there from Wukong, but still gets the kill. And Aurelia misses ult. Gotta say that Wukong is pretty scary when it comes to early game snowball. So we better watch out for the Wukong in the team fights. Maybe he'll try to pick out the Zarya. I do think that Aurelia has to play more careful from now on and maybe wait for a Moon with a gank. The Berserker's bot lane losing the wave over here. Comparing to the Tristana, he's already 16 farm ahead. I do think as well as a bit of XP advantage. Looks like Amumu is looking for the dragon. Sides maybe. Yeah, they're starting to engage on the dragon. No vision here from the Olympians, but I do think that they already know. The Rel is zoning, and looks like going to be uncontested. And Drake, or maybe not. Hard engaging coming here. And Mumu's going to die. Zed is on a rampage. But the Olympian's going to get a dragon, as well as the support double kill. Zaya's in big trouble. Oh my god. There's going to be Shaco triple kill here from the Olympians. It looks like the Olympians came off top after that fight, as well as getting the Drake. Pretty scary now for the Berserkers, as the Shaco could use the snowballing ability to carry the game. Aurelia not going to find success in engaging like that. Also going to knock back Rail away to get that gold plate. A little bit of poke again from the Zed. a bit of trading in the top lane. It looks like Wukong is winning this fight. A lot of people ending in top lane, but it's going to be dead. They're really going to be dead from the corrupting potion, even though quite close. But Wukong's going to die from the Zed and Amumu gank.
Very questionable fight there by the Aurelia. She's very behind from the Wukong, and you can see that there was a huge minion wave, but the Aurelia still decides to fight.
Nice damage coming out from the Zed. Maybe potentially gonna get the any, but stopwatch coming off. Is dominating. Ignite coming off from the but it's going to be shut down. It looks like Shaco is going to try to kill the Mumu. Mumu's almost get the Shaco, but not gonna happen. Bot lane engages. Nothing. No one's dead yet. Oh, it's quite a close fight there for Shaco. I do think that it's like 20 or 30 health left. Unlucky for the Mumu, lucky for the Shaco. And yeah. Still, it's gonna be 2k gold lead here in the early game from the Olympians. If I were to be the earlier right now, I would think that the thing that I would do is to farm in the turret and freeze the wave, because right now the Wukong is starting to snowball. You're 2 waves behind, 2 levels behind. If you try to engage, it's going to be a bad time and a bad damage you're going to receive. So it's better for the Aurelia to just stop fighting and start farming up to catch up. Good damage and ignite come from Zed. And it's going to be another kill for Zed. Really well played here for Zed in the early to mid game. 7 kills already, and he's not having a good time whatsoever. A really, really good set plays from Bounce over here. Bro engages. But it's going to be backed away. Teleport's coming in from the Aurelia. Ult's coming off. Ro's not dead yet, so she's so tanky. And looks like Alistair's going to die. He's running for his life. Ooh, but nice W though. Managed to survive. Because of that Alistair ult, he's incredibly tanky. Let's spot that ward, spot the dragon. Maybe an easy drag secure by the the Berserkers, sorry. It looks like, is he gonna survive? Yes, he's going to survive by an absurd amount of low health. Only 50 left there for the Alistair, as he's quite tanky. And Zed is not gonna be able to finish that. Oh, Amumu, nice landing under his Q. Maybe Annie's going to stun. But that's not enough. But Zed is still going to dominate the mid lane over here. Wukong is going to secure the Rift Herald. Not in a very good positions here from the Amumu. Relay coming in. Maybe a potential kill. Amumu's going to be dead by the Shaco. Shaco using his ult. Trying to Q away. And he's back to safety. Just a 1-for-1 trade, nothing much. Oh, it looks like Aurelia's going to be dead. Shaco is 7-1 now. Quite scary for a Dustblade user. As well as the Shaco Q, which gives himself the invisibility. I mean, what gonna do about it? He's fairly a slippery champion anyways, of his mobility and his escape tools. And hopefully, Zed and Zaya is going to be able to carry this game, because Irelia is not having a good time. The gold lead starts to even up a bit, 10 to 10, and the gold lead is 1k to lead from the Berserkers, from the Olympians. Sorry, I messed up again, but it looks like going to be engaged. Ro's gonna flash ult, play him back. Unless it's so tanky, can't manage to die, but dies eventually. Zaya's running for her life. Amumu is going to be dead. Ro's backing off. And the Shaco is godlike by 8 and 1. Zedis looks like coming up to clear. Going to try to get the Annie over here. Killing spree. Flash coming off from the Tristana. Zed's going to be back from safety. But it looks like Shaco is in there. Ooh, but it's not going to be quite there for Shaco. Not going to connect the shift thrower there. Zed really well played. Get a shutdown. 10,000 gold for Zed. Wow. 10 and 1 Zed now. Got his 2 items going for the Eclipse as well as the Yomu Ghostblade. And maybe starting to get another lethality items by the Serrated Dirk. Really good plays there from the Berserkers. Starting to gain up that gold lead, as well as the killing lead. Maybe Wukong is looking for the Irelia to overextend again. Maybe uses Rift eventually. That's a bad move by Irelia. Maybe she's going to be dead. We'll see. Lands a stun, managed to survive. And ult coming in from Irelia. Going to finish that by the help of Zed's ultimate and the high damage output, because he's literally snowballing all over the place. Ward's going to be cleared there in the topside jungle. Meanwhile, the bot lane tower is going to seem like going to fall down for the Olympian's hand. First turret's going to be Tristanas. Really farming up there for Tristanas. A bit of CS lead from the Tristana to Zaya. And yeah, looks like Zed is carrying this game. I really overextend again. Getting chased by the Shaco. Goes in for the wrong target. It looks like she's going to be dead again. Quite a very well mind game there by the Shaco, putting the real himself up to the front to confuse Irelia, thinking that the real Shaco is in the back. It looks like the Olympians are trying to gain control in the river to get the Drake. Berserkers are moving in, but it looks like it's going to be a 5v4 situation because the Irelia is just backed. Managed to secure the Cloud Drake. No fights breakthrough. Free Drake for the Olympians. I mean, so far it's been Team Shaco versus Team Zed, so we'll just see how this game plays out. It looks like Shaco is looking for a gank. Zonya's coming in, Ult's going off from the Zed. Amumu's gonna help stun. Really well played there by Amumu, saving Zed from being terrorized by the Shaco. No one's gonna be dead yet. But Zed already used his ult. Irelia starts looking for engage again. That gold drinker is so good for the Wukong. Again, Irelia going to be dead by that Wukong. Like honestly, I just don't really know why Aurelius just keeps on going for the fights, as he's down in items, and down in farm, down in EXP, down in level. It's not a very good move there. A little damage going to the Amumu. Not gonna be his problem. But you got the Sunfire Cape as well as these two-plated boots. Nice auto damage reduction. Damage done here for Zed, but managed to survive that blast cone. Nothing crazy is going to happen. If you look at the builds, I don't really see why Aurelia is going for that Iron Spike Whip, which is going to be the compositions for either the Stride Breaker or the Gold Drinker, which I don't think Aurelia really used those two items. Really weird itemizations by the Aurelia over there, but if I were to be the Berserkers, I would just say to Aurelia that you need to just save farm, stay in the tower, wait for the team fights. Gonna be hard engaged there from Zed using his ult, Amumu's ult. Zed's second proc is going to be landed onto the Tristana, and she's going to be dead. A good catch from the Amumu over there. Aurelia uses her ult, and he's down, looking for Shaco. Goes for the right target, the real one. Really, really nice engaged team fight there for the Berserkers, I must say. It's a fray for none. Oh, it looks like Wukong is going to try to scout out the Amumu over here. He was coming up from the Zarya, going to help the Amumu survive, as well as the Rail E passive. Wow. Really nice team play there again by the Berserkers. The interesting things about Rail support is that she's very tanky, as well as being able to help her friends survive. It's absurdly crazy if you can play her well, but if not, it's going to be just a block of meat in the fight. But it seems like Berserkers got the rails quite good in their hands, and I'm looking forward to another team fight. Meanwhile, the Zarya is going to go for the Gale Force, which I normally don't see, but I guess it also works. I think Rail's not going for that Locket of Iron Solari, but instead a Bami Cinder's item, maybe Sunfire, potentially. Amumu looking for a fight. And he's gonna get almost completely obliterated again. But not gonna be dead yet by the Locket of Iron Solari, by the support. Aurelius instead going to be quite dead, yeah. I'm quite sure. Shut down there. Zed is not in a good position, as well as Zarya has to Gale Force away. Ult's used on the Tristana, and maybe she's dead. Oh, it looks like Wukong is still there to do some damage. Double kill there from Zed. A shutdown. 1,000 gold goes to the Shaco. Three for three. but the Berserker is going to lose this Cloud Drake to the Olympians. A really nice engage from the Wukong to the back line over there, keeping Zaya away from dealing damage to the team. Well played. A pretty dead even game here for the two teams, but the Olympians are leading in the towers. It's 3-1, but the gold lead is still dead even. It looks like Aurelia is trying, not trying, already got the gold drinker over here. Not a really typical Aurelia items, but maybe she's going for the gold drinker as to maybe survive in the fights longer, to stay tank as a receiving damage for the team. And yeah, we'll see how that works out. If it's really the reasoning that I said, I really respect the atomization. Thinking back up at it again, because if she's really getting that for the Triforce, it's not going to help much because the damage output is already too low for the Aurelia to be able to get anything. Aurelia's going to back off after missing that E. Shaco was looking for and follow-up engage. We're just gonna back away. Okay, we'll have the Baron fight. Alright, looks like. Oh my. Not gonna be dead yet by the Shaco. Oh, but it get caught by the Amumu Q. Really good. Flash out by Aurelia. Out by Wukong, out by Rel. They're looking for the Z, but it's going to survive. Wukong is gonna go on a killing spree. Then double kill. Not looking so good for the Olympians right now. I mean, sorry again, the Berserkers keep getting these names mixed up. Wukong is literally carrying the team fight over here. Really nice play by the Wukong, picking out the Zaya. Going to continue to engage again. Not going to get it. I would say that the Berserkers should be more careful now about Wukong diving into the back line, as they're quite heavily focused on the front line, but seems to forgot about their Zaya. I do think that Zed needs to somewhat deal more damage to help out his team by either killing Shaco or dealing more damage to Wukong, as the Annie is quite, well, it's quite easy target anymore as of in the early game, because she's already got that Sonya. Really good plays here in the recent fights with the Wukong. I would expect to see some change in the way the Berserkers fight from now on. Shaco is going to be trying to get the Zed, but it's going to be ignited away. Damage from that collector is going to almost one-shot the Zed, as well as the damage from the Hail Blades, and the crit chance of 200%, but seems to be on his lucky side because he literally just crit 2 times there. Looks like it's going to be the start of Baron here for the Olympians. Berserkers are not acknowledging it yet. And it's going to be a free Baron for the Olympian. Berserker's gaining a lot of gold advantage here from the recent fights and the Baron power play. Zed looking for Wukong. Wukong's gonna flash away. Zed's going to follow using his ult. Trying to deal more damage. The gold drinker is helping a lot. And the Wukong is unstoppable right now. Zed should up more for the armor pen as the Death Dance is helping Wukong a lot from getting that damage to be burst down. Wukong is just rampaging. Two inhibitors going to fall here. Or the Berserker side. Not looking too good. But still, anything can happen. Not too far from coming back. I think now Rel should focus on getting Wukong as far from Desire as far as possible. Going to look for the Alistair over here. He's pretty tanky. Ult's coming up from Aurelia. Alistair's not going to be dead yet. Alistair's now dead. Zaya's now getting his free damage, but it looks like going to be dead by the Shaco. But it's going to be free down now for the Olympians. It looks like Zed is being chased by the Shaco. But it's going to survive. Meanwhile, the turret is going to be pushed by the super minions from the two lanes. Oh, really good plays there from Shaco. It's almost. Oh, but it looks like it's going to be game because the. Oh my god. Tristana is going to mow down that Nexus. And the first game goes to the Olympians. Gotta say that it's a pretty even game. Possibly because they mess up two of the fights. That the Wukong literally obliterates the Xayah. But yeah. We'll see you guys in the next 15 minutes. And yeah, see you then for the game 2 between the Olympians and the Berserkers. Okay, guys, and now we're back in the pick ban phase of the game 2 of the semifinals between the Olympians and the Berserkers. Shaco and Yone going to be banned here. Understandably, a Shaco ban because Shaco was literally carrying the game last game by the Olympians jungler. Meanwhile, the Kai'Sa and Ashe is going to be banned away from the Olympians to play, as well as Darius in the top lane.
No cure for fools.
Same ban here for the Olympians as the last game. Two brothers of the cancer banned, as well as the Noxian Might Darius. Zed pick again from the Berserkers.
Yes, it seems that the Berserkers might want to get the set to Fed again, like last game. But picking set as first pick might be a bit of a risk, as now the Olympians have picked Malzahar, which could counter the set with his R, which is a suppression.
Yeah, I do agree. It's literally just a point and click ultimate, and you got 3 seconds of literally CC. So it's
Yep.
not really going to be a good time if Malzahar can catch the Z out. It seems like the Flapjack's going in for the Master Yi in the jungle. Well, it looks like Olympians are trying hard to win this game. Getting the hyper carry Master Yi, we should expect to be a high CC team comp for the Rammus jungle for the the Berserkers, and it's set as maybe the top lane.
Yes, so Ramas is kind of like a counter for the Master Yi, as he has a taunt and a damage reflect abilities. Meanwhile, Wukong is going to be picked once again as the top laner for Olympians.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Going to be a support ban, Morgana, from the Olympians. For the record, Morgana actually have been literally banned every single game. Almost every single game. I think there's only one game in between Titans and the Olympians that they didn't ban Morgana. Maybe I'm mistaken. But it seems to have a very high ban rate in this tournament, as the Black Shield is quite
I must not fall.
sad for the other team to play against. Not quite fun to play with. Meanwhile, the Nautilus and the Leona is going to be banned away, as well as the Alistair.
3 engaging supports have been banned. It seems
Literally 2 for 2 support bans, yeah?
Yeah, it seems neither team wants to let the other team get the advantage by having an engaged support to start fights or making picks.
Or it seems like Lulu's going to be the pick here for the Olympians as a support, as we can see that in the game where they face off against Titans in the elimination round. They also played Master Yi and Lulu and literally dominate that game.
Yep, so we might see Olympians trying to recreate that again.
And it's still going to be Saya going to be picked here for the Berserkers, hovering Galio, maybe Galio support. And it's going to be Galio and Zaya bot lane. Should look for an ADC pick here. Ivan. Potentially.
Interesting pick there by the Olympians.
Nah, they're gonna go for Wayne. They're gonna go for Vayne.
Yeah. So you can see that the Olympians are picking hyper carries on their team. They have a Vayne, they have a Master Yi, and they also have the Lulu, which can support the hyper carry. My apologies. So Olympians are really trying to win this game.
Yeah, I do agree. Literally, just to put in the simple words, Olympians are in it to win it right now. But if their hyper carriers not get fed and potentially feed, it's gonna be a bad time in the early game for the Olympians to play. Because you got Seth, you got Galio, you got Zed, you got Ramus. It's gonna be quite a matchup right here. Pretty heavy CC and team fights coming in from the Berserkers.
They have a Mastery and a Vayne, which has to go in the middle of team fights. Meanwhile, the Berserkers, they have a Galio and a Set, which can easily deny that with the Set pull CC and the Galio taunt.
Yeah. And now, again, we're going to wait for the in-game delay, 2 minutes and a half from now. And yeah, we'll see you guys then when the game starts. Okay, guys, so now we are back into the second game between the Olympians and the Berserkers. Berserkers on the blue side this time, and the Olympians on the red side. So far, it's been 100% blue side win. So maybe the Berserkers are going to get it back this game, hopefully, to break the curse.
They're making us look.
Minions have spawned.
We can get the overlays up. Would be nice. Oh, it already up. Sorry.
Both junglers are going to start their buffs on the bottom side of the jungle.
Some pokes going on in mid lane, top lane. Both bot laners hitting level 2. Nothing much going on. Just some random pokes and trades. Good poke there from Zed. Bit of fights going on in the top lane. Wukong's going to engage. Zed's going to E back in. Wukong's going to E back in. Q's back again. Trading up some damage. Rammus coming up top for gank. Maybe going to find it or not. I don't really know, but nope. It's going to go for the clone, and no one's going to be dead. It looks like Master is also up top. Pulls in by Zed. Set. And Zed using his Ignite and Q. Potentially going to be the first blood of the game.
So very nice play there by the set. You can see this set is quite good with his champion.
Yeah, I do agree. The combos and the ignites and the use of electrocute is quite clean. Sure looking to be the carry of this game again.
Yep, but unlike last game, now they have a mouse which can counter the set heavily.
Please excuse us if we mess up the names between the sets with the T and ZEDZ, which is the ninja, because it's kind of the same sounding name, so sometimes we may get confused. And it looks like Rammus gonna be condemned back by Vayne. Either way, it's gonna get torn by both Galio. But it looks like going to be disengaged, and Galio's gonna be dead. Exhaust coming out. Zed's coming in from the back line. Yi gets torn. Yi gets the another kill, trying to meditate to mitigate that damage. Going to flash there from Zaya, not able to get the Master Yi. Q is not going to reach by Zed. Oh my god, it's so tilting. See that both of them survive.
Yep, very well played by the Messi there.
High
And
damage
Isaiah.
output. A really high damage output here by Sets in the top lane versus the Wukong. Pushing him under the tower. It's just unlucky, honestly. I do think it's just pure luck that Musty survive because the creeps managed to get in the way of Xayah trying to get that kill. So that's gonna E, but it's not going to find a kill. Attacks the clone. Gets the Conqueror. Will concentrate E back in, but going to walk back out anyways. Galio not going to be able to find Lulu, I don't think. Maybe overcommitting over here. Gonna get a lot of damage done by the Vayne, but can condemn the Rammus back. Rammus trying his best to taunt. Galio flashing, uses his E. Lulu flash away, using Q. But it looks like Galio is overcommitting again, almost dead, but not going to find a kill just yet.
So you can see the Rammus from Berserkers is heavily ganking the bot lane, trying to deny the Vayne from...
Meanwhile, I don't think Moza pays attention over there and
Yep.
gets ulted by the Z.
Well played by the Zed
and there's
there.
an easy kill. I don't know, what do you think? I think maybe he's chopping or something.
Yeah, but as you can see, the Rammus has ganked bot lane twice now, trying to deny the Vayne.
Yeah, as we said that Rammus should gank bot and try to deny that Vayne.
Now he's ganking bot lane again, but is going to get spotted by the ward there.
And try push Master Yi as well in the bot side of the jungle. Gonna know that he already gets spotted, so Rammus going to back away. Gonna miss his E here for Set. Still has W left. Wukong Great Jukes uses his ultimate. Set is not in a very good spot over here. Gonna be ignited. Oh no, he messes up his ult. I think what he's trying to do there was flashing and then ult back to the tower.
Yep, but gets stunned by the Wukong ult, and it's going to go down.
Do you think that Set really misplayed there in the river because he misses his W onto the clone?
Yep, if he managed to land his W on the real Wukong, he might be able to fish out a bit more damage and might possibly kill him with his ult.
Yeah. So as we can see, the Wukong already built the Grievous Rune item.
Yep, trying to deny the set healing.
Vayne from Olympians has a bit more farm. Do you think that this ADC is quite good at farming? But as I said, he misses 2 creeps, but that's fine. Master Yi looking for the dragon, I think. I think it's going to be easily secured because, yep,
Rammus is
no vision
top.
has been set up by the Berserkers. do think at this point Zed should quickly clear his wave and push it into the enemy's turret to be able to get some roam. But it looks like it's going to be a fight breaking down in the top lane. Wukong's gonna flash ult second time, saving his W. But it's not going to be enough for Set to survive. Master Yi got the kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, oh my god, Set is going to be on the rampage using his ult. Malzahar already also flashed. It's not looking good for Malzahar again.
Very nice
Mid-lane.
mechanics by the Set. I would say now the Set is very fed. He should look more on roaming and spreading his lead.
Yep.
Maybe
Either lanes helping out Set in the top lane or helping Xayah getting more advantage.
Yeah, I agree. You can see farm-wise, the Xayah is a bit down on farm against the Vayne, but the Set is heavily, you could say, over farm from the Malzahar, and
Like 40 CS lead now. Like
Yep.
3-4 waves.
you can see the Mastery has a slightly more farm than the Rammus with a
Meanwhile, it's going to be fight breaking in the top lane. W is going to be used by Set. Man, I'm trying my best to not mess up the names, but it's so hard. We use W, nice utilizing of the Wukong W. Meanwhile, Rammus is going to come and gank. Taunt uses his ult. Wukong running away for his life. Set uses his Q, trying to punch. Maybe using E. That's good. Rammus get the kill. Good ganks there from Rammus, but now it looks like never mind, not gonna happen. He's not gonna gank because he can't reach. So far, a bit of lead coming in from the Berserker side, but it's Zed in the mid lane. But still, the game is still dead even because Master Yi is now 2-0 and 85 farm.
Turret plating.
Sets is saying, please stop ganking me. I mean, I do agree with Master Yi. Just go top a lot. So maybe Set should not push into the Wukong's lane as the Master Yi is trying to get him again and again. So yeah. It looks like going to. Oh, but it's not going to be enough to kill the Wukong.
the Set managed to succeed in his combo there, but it looks like it won't be enough for the Wukong to be killed. And now the Set is going to be 0-3. Interestingly, you can see that the Set has bought a Bramble Vest. Do you think that would delay him on getting his item Power Spike?
Yeah, I do agree. Preparing for that Gore Drinker as well as denying some of that Corruption Potion healing. But meanwhile, the Ocean Drake's going to be secured by the... Oh no. It looks like Malzahar is going to be dead again, despite using his ult. Master Yi didn't came in time to help. But it looks like Vayne is trying to get the Galio over here. Misses. Gets stunned. Set is doing something. Perhaps trying to get Lulu. Right, looks like Vayne's gonna come up top. Oh, but over engaged there. Over
Nice
commit
ult
there.
by the Lulu.
But yeah, still gonna survive by the Lulu ult.
Said typing Wukong too good in the chat.
But I mean, I do think that Zaya should be more patient and calm herself down, because if she actually watch and try to engage the moment when Vayne got into the tower range, that would have been a kill. But yeah. And also she kind of messed up her E, trying to get that Vayne into the passive of the E.
Meanwhile, 3-man chasing the Wukong in the top lane. He managed to get away with his clone.
I mean, during the ban phase, I don't really know why the Berserkers didn't ban Wukong, because it really was a problem, even more than the Shaco ban. I mean, the Shaco ban was good, but the Ashe and the Kaiser ban was a bit too much, I think. You should respect Wukong more and maybe ban him or maybe pick Warwick against him.
Yep, I do agree. Maybe they decided to not ban the Wukong and pick the set, as they might think the set has a higher chance at bullying out the Wukong. But right now, yeah, we can see that it's not going to happen.
I mean, from my analysis, because as a set main, I do think that the top lane is lacking a bit of mechanics. But however, Vayne's gonna pick up the Galio kill again.
So you can see this Galio has engaged multiple times in very questionable ways. And that caused him to die.
Berserker can be
3
destroyed,
times
Master Yi
now.
going to survive. And Vayne is on the killing spree. Oh, looking so good for the Berserkers over here.
Yep,
As the hyper carriers are starting to get fed.
if the Yeez is fed, the Vayne is fed. So now it's going to be harder for Berserkers to win this game.
Yeah, I do agree. Because even if the sets pull the Wukong away or Zed alt the Vayne, sometimes the invisibility may be going to manage to juke these Zed's Qs. But even if Vayne is dead, it is going to be another thing such as Master Yi or Lulu alt saving the day.
Look at the item of Galio. You can see he's building magic items, which is questionable.
Yeah, I don't really agree on giving Galio AP items as a
Your
support,
team-
because you
Yeah,
literally
your
need
team's
tanks.
lacking the front line.
And Galio is not quite tanky when it comes to having full AP items.
It could be because their team is lacking magic
Yeah, I do
damage.
agree with that too. Trade
Meanwhile,
flash
5-man bot, and they won't get anything. Very unlucky there by Berserkers.
But I do strong believing. I'm a strong believer in comebacks, and I do think that it's still possible for Berserkers to come back, because Zed is snowballing.
It is possible, but the way you can see that the Galio is playing, he tends to start up fights when
Yeah, I do agree.
he really shouldn't, which in the later stages of the game could cause his team to die.
Now Ramus shouldn't be out of the pit. Instead, maybe Galio and Set should be out of the pit and trying to get that Drake. That's not going to happen as Vayne is free damaging. Master Yi is on. Oh my God, it's a disaster. It's going to be an ace
Red team has slain the dragon.
for the Olympians.
Very questionable decision there by the Rammus.
I mean, they should have engaged onto the Vayne, or Rammus should have stayed in the Dragon and finished the Dragon, and then goes for Master Yi or Vayne.
Instead, they
Because-
decide to go.
Yeah, as you can see, there's not far from now. The Vayne and the Master Yi is going to be power farming and going to excel in the late game a lot. I mean, Vayne was giving out free damage to everyone in that fight.
Yeah,
So-
no one was really dealing with the Vayne.
Not looking too juicy for the Berserkers over here. I don't know what was that Galio flash, but apparently it works. Lulu's gonna try to out away. I don't think that's going to be possible. I mean, Zed has to literally carry this game.
I agree. Zed is the only champion who's fed right now in Berserkers, but with the champion's nature, Zed is a all-in assassin that can only pick one champion at a time.
Yeah, I do agree.
So it's going to be very hard for the Zed to carry the fights when there's a team fight.
I mean, except you're stylish and you just literally pentakills. If that happens, good for the Berserkers, but not likely gonna happen right now. I don't think so. Maybe it looks like the Olympians are looking for a Baron. It looks like Rammus going to get caught out. It's gonna flash away. Sets is not in a very good position over here. Going to try to E. Wukong's gonna ult second time again. Sets gonna ult away. Master Yi gonna get shut down by the Rammus. And it looks like Yellow is overextending again, overcommits. And the Vayne is dominating.
1-for-1. 1-for-1 by both teams. Apologies there.
But man, Galio was too overcommit, man. I see it a lot of
Yeah.
times already, 5 times, and what was that teleport? I don't even know. Okay. Things are
I
looking...
mean, Berserkers aren't doing that bad, but the problem is that they tend to make many silly mistakes,
Yeah.
which could cost them the game. Meanwhile, Rammus engaging the Wukong gets the taunt, set Eing in, tries to do damage.
One gets shut down by the Rammus.
So the Rammus has already taken 2 shutdowns.
They're looking for Baron Steel. Maybe Sets can do it, but not gonna happen. Try W away. Zed's going to die. Vayne is godlike. It's 3 man down. Galio's going to commit on Vayne. Not gonna happen. Master Yi is going to get double kill. Going to flash for Xayah. Xayah trying to maybe potentially E back, and that's good E. Good survivability by Xayah over there. But I don't think it's going to be able to help out that much right now.
Galio completing his mythic item, which is the Hextech
But
rocket
I don't
belt. I don't
really
think,
think
I don't think he should be building
It's
that.
not really significant in this stage of the game, honestly. Even if you have a rocket belt, you have the active that gives you extra mobility as well as the damage, and extra move speed when moving towards the enemy champion. But right now, if you just literally move in front of Vayne, you're just literally gonna melt down like an ice
The problem
cream.
with Galio is that he's too squishy to be able to make an impact in any team fight.
Like honestly, it's possible to get the rocket belt, but the fact that Galio is now 0-6, he's too low in level, and now Set is disconnected. Maybe we'll have a pause, maybe not, but it looks like it'll be Cloud Drake over here for the Olympians. Yeah, yes, they're not pausing. Maybe they already give up, but I don't really know. Yep,
They're pausing.
they're pausing. And then pause. It looks like Zet's going to get camped with a Wukong. Easily without a scratch. It's a 10k gold lead here for the Olympians. It's going to be so hard for the Berserkers to come back. I mean, I don't even know. Because I do think that in the early game, Berserkers are actually doing quite well. We're doing quite well.
Yeah,
And
they
the
were
fact that they
doing well.
misplaced a lot, it literally just destroyed the pace of the game. And Mauser is going to be dead over here.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
the Masahara isn't really worth much right now.
I don't really see that Zed is roaming much, so maybe that's another problem. That he should have roamed when he got like 0-0 and roamed for Vayne to punish her and get her out of the rift. It seems like Vayne is now 8-1, 220 farm. It's a big juicy Vayne right now. And Set is going to be, nope, flashes away, back to safety. Vayne's going to free damage again. Set's going to damage, uses ult to damage and kill the Lulu. Vayne's going to get away. From the looks of the games that Olympian played, I think that they play mostly around bot lane and the jungle, because as you can see that in the last game, jungle also get fed, as well as in the late game, the ADC just excels. Like, I mean, honestly, I thought that Zed was going to roam back down, but apparently it's not going to happen in the mid game of this game. So they're getting hard punished by letting Vayne farm and getting fed. Not looking so good for the the Berserkers right now.
Yeah, I do agree. The set should roam more often and spread his lead and try to punish the Vayne and pressure the Vayne.
And Ram is
from
randomly
getting back.
engaging on Vayne. Zed is going to ult on Vayne, but I don't think Vayne's gonna die just yet. A lot of shields coming up from Vayne. Vayne getting more free damage. And finally a shutdown, but the base is cracking, but the Wukong is pushing in the top lane. Lulu's gonna be dead by Ignite. Maybe not gonna survive that. Master Yi is going to be not dead just yet. Dead right now, but it's going to be a 2 for 3, but Wukong is already pushing in the top lane by destroying the inhibitor. And maybe might as well looking for another inhibitor. I mean, pretty sure Wukong can 1v2 this, but it looks like he's going to casually take down the middle inhibitor.
So now 2 inhibitor has been taken by the Olympians. Meanwhile, the Berserkers, they only got the shutdown gold from the Vayne, which isn't really worth it. As now Baron is spawning in 20 seconds.
Wukong is out for safety, off a second time for the move speed. They're chasing Wukong, and it looks like it's going to be a shutdown. And it looks like the Olympians are moving for the second Baron. I do think that the Berserkers should acknowledge this, but if not, I think it's going to be game.
Yeah,
For
once
them.
they manage to secure that Baron, they can easily siege mid and finish out the game.
But it looks like it's going to be a free Baron while the Berserkers are focusing on the Dragon.
I mean,
And
at this late stage of the game, a Cloud Dragon isn't really useful now.
so I think they're moving bot, but they're trying to kill Vayne, as well as the Lulu, but Zed is going to get caught out by the Lulu slow, and they're going to get a free Drake. Meanwhile, the Master is trying to get a turret, Osc popping, and Zed just immediately die. And it looks like it's going to be game here for the Olympians. GG is coming out. Not going to do much right now. There's so much creeps. There's also Baron power. But
They're always
still,
trying their best
maybe
to
they're
stop.
trying to defend the base, and they're successfully doing it by killing Malza and denying that Baron buff. It looks like the Wukong is going to still be able to get the Nexus, as well as Vayne and Lulu. And that's going to be GG for the win from the Olympians. 2-0. Clean sweep from the Olympians versus the Berserkers. And yeah, we'll see if we can proceed to the finals today, or either will it be in tomorrow's game. However, if there's going to be a game, we'll see you guys in the next 15 minutes for the finals between the Olympians and the Phoenix. See you then.